Just video this table. It's an orc table, Lisa.
Yeah, an orc table. Girl painters behind us. She should be loving this table.
I haven't stopped looking out since I got it.
Do you know truck there, Lisa?
That looks like orcs have looted. Is that a Lumen Russ?
Yeah.
That is wicked. Come on, YouTubers. If this doesn't inspire you, nothing will. Girl painters loving it. And the cool thing about this table is the amount of green. Obviously it's orc based, but you can see the buildings are green and it's beautiful.
Been weathered very well.
Yep, just like she said, it's been weathered beautifully. Got Marnius Augustus Calgar by me. He's,
That's me, I'm here.
He's taking all this footage and I know he's going to go home and he's going to raid his bits boxes. He's going to start bashing some of this together. That's wicked. Absolutely amazing.
I like how they've got all that down there with the bombs.
With the Valkyrie, this one here. Yeah, that's amazing. What's quite cool to see is how they've used cheap bits of sprue and they've chucked it in with other bits to make like piles of debris. Just fantastic.
Fantasy Village.
Do you know, I'm not into fantasy, but this is a beautiful looking table, isn't it?
I've got some of this one.
The houses. Have you got that one? That's nice, that is.
Oh, that's where the toilet goes.
Is it the toilet?
I use it as an outhouse. The way them trees have been done, that looks proper.
Beautiful. It's like an autumn look to the leaves there.
It goes well with the fantasy table.
Really does. And with this table, you can see this is literally using the battle board that I've got and the flop tip. And I believe every single one of these buildings are just standard, aren't they? But it still looks beautiful. So even if you've not got,
I think it's this big building, and then 2 buildings that size, like that.
and they look really, really nice. The details, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait to get
It's like, yeah, that's it. When you see like these buildings on a nice board, you really do get that sense of how amazing they are. When you take them out the box and they're on the sprues, it's hard to get that sense of, quality, but when it's all put together like this, it's just stunning. I like how...
The ones that I've got, they've got telescopes poking out the roof.
Oh, that look cool. Do you know what I like as well is they've made like makeshift roads out of this. This is a standard Citadel battle board. They kept the flock away from it and added these little fences, and I think it looks really cool.
It'll be permanent.
Yeah, just like Thraxford's just said, everything's moulded onto the board. You can't move anything. So if you're going to make a board like this, make sure your wife approves of it being set up permanently. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, I'm here with a young blood from Red Steel, and we're looking at Imperial Guard. Wow. Now, obviously, I'm in the infancy of my Imperial Guard army, but wow. I cannot wait to start painting these. It's awesome. The interesting thing that you're seeing with Warhammer and what they must obviously do with the heavy metal teams there is they must paint extras for the tanks, for the photographs, so it makes their paint work and workload a lot lighter, so they'll obviously paint all the variants just with the bits rather than each individual tank. It makes sense. So this is what I'm finding out from the display cabinets there. We got some Cadian, I think the shock troops, and I think it looks really cool. They put white strips down each one of the helmets there. Looks cool, but the camera's not picking it up. Wow. These are, how are they called? Is it Vostron or? Vestroyan. There we go. Fulgrim 1978, correcting me. That looked pretty epic. And if anyone's seen my recent video, you know how much I like the Beyblade. Look at that bad boy. And I can see, I don't know whether it's picking up on the camera, I can see that they've base coated the tank and then they've literally just dry brushed the whole tank there. So fairly straightforward techniques. You can see. And then you've got the Stormlord, painted in the Talon style. Very nice. Just epic. Sorry for the shaky cam, guys. Hi guys, I'm looking at some early stuff here. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up. Space Hulk by Mike McVey, and he's one of the first big artists that I ever sort of like, you know, looked into and really appreciated his work. And you can see here, I mean, this dates back to 1989, and you can see techniques in his painting here that's still used today. He's one of the best artists of his generation, and even today he's got his own studio and he paints and still, and he's got his own company now called Studio McVey, so check him out. And you can see here, I mean, this is another one of his dioramas. This dates back to 1995, and God, I wouldn't like to think of how many hours it took to put this together. 100 hours, maybe more. Yeah, probably way more. It's just beautiful, really is. And whenever you think, you know, you're getting ahead of yourself and your skills are awesome, come to this place, soon put you in your place. Superb. There we go. I'm here with Fraxful and reminiscing. What do you think about that then?
Yeah, being able to see that again. I actually bought that in 1979.
1979. No, in 1979 I wasn't even born. So that just shows you.
I was playing Dungeons and Dragons at school.
That's amazing. That's awesome, isn't it? It really is. And what's also cool in this cabinet, you can see, like, look at these little bags. You can see how they used to be packed up in the day, you know, with the Citadel logo.
Citadel just
tiny
on
company.
their own, yeah, before Games Workshop joined them.
It just shows you how long you've been a loyalist of the wargaming hobby then.
Well, we used to use most of these for the Dungeons and Dragons game.
I mean, in its heyday, Dungeons and Dragons was huge, wasn't it? Absolutely, it was biggest thing. Just absolutely amazing. And I do feel very privileged to be standing here and actually reminiscing and looking at some of these beautiful, beautiful painted things. Like looking down here, these cars, they almost look like die-cast cars, doesn't it? It doesn't look like some, yeah, Matchbox, that's the one. It doesn't look like something Citadel would have produced, but there you go. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Absolutely awesome. Okay guys, you've all heard the saying, if I win the lottery I'm going to get a Ferrari, but if I win the lottery I'm going to get a Reaver Titan. Look at the ridiculousness of this beast. Unfortunately my camera's not going to focus perfectly, but you can see. I think you got the Princeps, I think that's what it's called there, and there's the crew when he's out of it down there, and there's the helmet. And I'll just go over a few things that I can see that they've done. Now it looks like it almost might be airbrushed, dare I say it, on a GW model. I don't know, maybe not, but they've put a gloss varnish over it anyway. It's shiny. It reflects off the surface, and going up to this, really pretty, something epic. They're all they're not decals, they're hand painted. Let's just pan out a bit just so you can see the scale of it. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. There's nothing that you couldn't do yourself.
Beautiful work.
Bits of masking tape.
Sound like an advertisement for Pen Matthews. Beautiful, but just in awe. I mean all of the minis. Let's definitely get this one. Tell you what a diorama that is. This is Golden Demon. I've seen some of the Golden Demon winners, and I'll be honest, not all of them. Some of them are just on a different level for me, but some of them I thought, you know, they're not that special. But I mean, look at this piece. I mean, this is way more special than some of the Golden Demon winners, even some of the golds I've seen downstairs. This is, in my opinion, and we all have our own. That is amazing, on a whole new level. Mark Bedford has done this diorama. No, it's not necessarily that the paint job's out of this world. It's a nice paint job. It's the actual overall concept and design of the thing. Just stunning.
What did you have next?
I'm in Bookmans with all the Red Steel guys, and we've all got food. But the chapter master, Mac himself, had to order. What was the meal called?
Belly buster.
It's called the Belly Buster. And I think your belly's going to be in some trouble. Have a look at the size of that burger.
That's sort of like onion rings, ain't it? Oh, cheers, dude.
You know what? My burger feels like a bit of a letdown now. Chris?
Oh, yeah. I'm the biggest one here. I'm disappointed. We should swap.
I am going to be coming back to you in about 3 hours' time to get his reaction after he's at it. He's took the stick out. It's going to topple. I'm here with Terrifying Tao and his Terrifying Burger.
Let's see how much meat he can get in his mouth.
Jesus Christ.
He said he's had much more.
Oh.
He said he's had much more beef in his mouth in his time. Don't laugh while you're eating. You'll choke.
Chew your meat, you choke. Chew your meat.
And I'm back again with the chapter master of Red Steel. He's eating his chips, and the burger's gone. Where did it go?
In here.
What did you say your belly's like about 5 minutes ago?
It's like a carnifex's gut.
Oh,
Several
brilliant.
chambers.